Yeah, I think that you know, it's a chance to work with young players that want to get better, and I like the NHL. I like the NHL players. They're great players as well, but I think it's fun when you get to kind of do your own thing a little bit, and you look forward to that. I think it'll help me because I got along with all of them real well when they came up. They're all so excited when they come up, and I'm always excited to see them. So I think that'll help. I think we had a pretty good relationship with all the guys that come up, so it should work good.
You have a history working with young kids, you know, and turning them out pretty good, teaching them. How difficult or how easy is it for you to work with these guys that are just one step away from being the show?
I think it'll have their challenges as well. It's always hard to move out of your comfort zone, move to another level. So there'll be challenges, but they're just good guys. Like when I look at the group, the atmosphere created here, the expectations here, like who wouldn't want to come and play in Austin? Like it's a great place. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, that's what have you heard about this organization? You know, the Stars and Cedar Park fans.
Well, when you talk to Paulie, Gerard, and Glen, like they just say so many great things about it. You can't help but know it's going to be a great place. And I came down for a game last year and watched and saw the fans, and they didn't. Like I just listened to what they were saying. So I think there's a lot of expectations here, and I think Gully kind of spoiled him, his first year. But I think it's great.
I know that they bring you in because you have the same structure and everything will be similar as far as the Dallas Stars go. But what would your coaching philosophy?
My coaching philosophy is find a way to win. I guess there'll be lots of different challenges, and you have to play different on different nights against different teams. But we want to be a fast skating team. We want to move the puck, and we want to attack.
Was you in Dallas your first stint in Texas?
Yes.
So that was your first.
Yeah.
Have you grown to love Texas?
Yeah, it's good. It's early. But no, there's lots of good things. My wife's sister's been down here for 10, 12 years in Dallas, so we've been down here before just visiting. But the people in Texas are real laid back, and it's great. I like the weather too. Like you'd think I wouldn't, but I do like it.
What did you see, or I don't know if you've seen any stuff from last year from the team, from Texas Stars here, but what did you see that you can come in and change right away, you think?
I don't know. That's a little bit of a hard question until I get to know the players and find out why maybe things were a little difficult. I think chemistry is so important, and I think their talent level was pretty good. And for different reasons, maybe it didn't come together. And it's not all the coaching. Like that's not all the reason that it didn't work. Like there's lots of different things that happen. So. Hopefully this year we can just kind of create a little bit more chemistry and maybe work a little better as a team.
How much do you worry about, your coach came in last year, had one bad season, he's gone. It's like, do you feel pressure like, hey, I better do something here, or?
That's the life of coaching. It's no different no matter, every year I've coached, that's been the same story. And, you're only kind of as good as your last game, so the challenge is to come in here and win, and that's a difficult challenge. Like it's not something that'll just happen, but I think we have a great group, and I think the group as a whole can make that happen.
I think it's just great for both the organization and the guys down here. When you get a coach that obviously him and I have a great relationship, we'd love to be working with him back in Dallas, but he and his family wanted to come here. He wants to come work with the young guys, and it's such a benefit for our organization to have him here, and it's good for Austin to have a coach of his caliber coming in here. That's Coach World Junior, probably one of the biggest events that Canada has for young hockey players, and to come in here and want to bring his family to this organization, and I think it's great for everybody.
He was able to work with some of the guys that were up and down, so he kind of probably has relationships already with these guys. Does that help?
Yeah, he knows the organization, he knows the young guys, and when you're up in the NHL for the last couple of years, like Willie, you get to work with the guys that are coming up and down, and that's one of your responsibilities. So he knows these players very well through training camp. He knows the Waches, the Fortunases, the Frasers from junior and way back. So he's got a real good grasp on what's here, and Willie's a winner, and Willie's going to make sure that this organization is, well, that he's going to win.
How much does it help, though, that he's been up there with you for 2 years to where the system's going to be pretty much the same?
Yeah, whenever you're a coach, there's always some things that are different, but, you know, him and I have a lot of the same philosophies, and we'll run very similar, you know, type systems, but, you know, I've certainly learned as much from Willie as he's learned from me over the last year, and, you know, as coaches, you're continually learning, but to have the organization in sync, having two guys that see the game the same way in two of their positions, I think just strengthens your organization and makes both teams better.
Talking about the hiring of Coach Desjardins for the Texas Stars and what that means for the organization moving forward.
I think it's a great opportunity for him. He's had a number of years in the Canadian Hockey League, and recently the last 3 years in Dallas, and he's got a history of development and teaching, so I think it's going to be great for our young players. It's going to be great for the team here and the city and the area, because he loves hockey. It's his life, and I just think he's got such a passion that he's going to bring a great message to the young players, and he's going to help these guys move forward in their game and potentially play in Dallas at some point.
How important is it that next season, having the crop of players that the Texas Stars will have, how important was the head coaching selection?
Well, coaching's always important at any level, because they're the guys that provide the direction and the plan for the games and for development. And, you know, sometimes you hire a coach, sometimes it doesn't, and it doesn't work out. But in Willie's situation, his history is solid. He's a great guy. He knows all about our organization, our prospects. So, in our situation, he's an ideal candidate.
Who were some of the players that you were the most excited about seeing this next season in Texas?
Well, I think it's you know, some of the guys, Glen and Fraser, those guys are into their second year, and we've got a good crop of young guys coming in, starting with Jack Campbell and Jamie Olesiak, Nemeth. We have Riley Smith, Austin Smith. So we have a good group of guys coming in, and they'll have their learning bumps like most of the young kids, but they all have talent, and they're all going to have good direction from Willie. So I sense it's a good mix, it's a good connection between player and coach, and I think it's a good opportunity for them to hone their game and take the next step towards their pro career.